Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Ranger Flame here, and welcome everyone back to another Black Clover review, guys. We're on episode 3. Episode 3 finally finished. I finished watching it, and I would say this episode was a little... yeah, but whatever, enough talk, let's do this. So this episode here, right, guys, we're on episode 3. Really, this episode is kind of, Asta and, really training. It's them getting prepared for, of course, the Magic Night exams that are, of course, at the Royal Palace. And that's really what they're training for this whole episode. That's really what it is. It's a 6-month thing. When they got their grimoires, it was a 6-month of them to train and then head right towards there. To start off this episode, we see both sides of them, train. We see Asta with the sword, just damaging a tree like over 1,000 times. We see, of course, Yuno's point of view of all these big logs and him chopping the wood off with his wind magic. And it's kind of cool to see throughout this episode right here because usually, with Yuno, he's like that Sasuke, he's like that cool guy, kind of silent or whatever. And it's weird because in this episode here, we actually see him do more work right here. He shows like this kind of dialogue right here. He says that he's done for the night, and it's kind of cool because he says not yet because he's thinking of Asta. He's like, Asta never gives up, that's his magic, so he can't give up either, because if he gives up, then that means he's going to be losing to Asta. When we get this point from now on, one of the kids who grew up with Nash, he's kind of mad at Asta just because he has really no faith of him actually winning these at all. He feels like it's pointless for him to go to this royal palace and like not even worthy. He's not worthy, doesn't have any magical powers. What's the point of even going there? And he gives like this kind of speech as well that said back in the day that we orphans, like, we're poor, we don't deserve to be here, and what's the point of trying if we're not going to make it? And of course, Asta, kind of like that Naruto speech or like that Naruto saying that never giving up, no matter what. If you chase your dreams, they will come true. And that sparks an interest in Nash's eyes. Now he finally believes it, and it's kind of a a cool thing, which this like big ass tree that Asta has been training on with his sword, he finally breaks it in one go, which is kind of a cool part. And then you kind of see him with the stance right there, looking that he might become the Wizard King right there. Like that might be like his kind of like stance, and like you kind of see like a bright image of him right there. Kind of cool is I should have talked about this and like kind of the start of it, as we see the Wizard King, the first Wizard King that actually became a thing. We see him versus like this big ass demon that was destroying the city, and it's kind of cool. We get to see like a little fight happening on right there. We actually like kind of see like the animation of it instead of Sister Lily reading the book to Asta when they were kids. So we kind of see like a little cool boss right there, seeing him defeat it. It was really cool battle right there, and it's really weird because he has the powers of both what Asta and have right now with the wind powers, just like kind of trapping him, that he can't free himself. And then the big sword comes and stabs him right in the stomach, which we see like the big sword, and it looks like what Asta is using now. So it's kind of cool that he has both Asta and his powers, and it's like a descent from him. It's like kind of like if Madara goes to Sasuke and then Hashirama goes to Naruto. It's like that, but with Yuno and Asta being part of the first ever Wizard King. Another kind of cool thing right here, we see Father and Sister Lily come up to the Tower of Masters saying that the exams are about to be prepared right here, and Father is like, he really stands up for right here. He's like, what, Yuno's gonna pass, it doesn't matter, he's gonna go on this journey, he's gonna fulfill and become the Wizard King. But he's talking like a lot of crap about Asta because he's not gonna make it, he doesn't have any magical powers, he just has a sword. But in reality that he loves them both, he loves Asta, and with this he doesn't want Asta to go. He doesn't want both of them to go just because he took care of them when they were like younger. He's been with them for 15 years when they were right alive. Now it's kind of cool because now that Asta has really proven himself to the other kids in the church and Father and to Sister Lily, that Asta can compete as well. The Father talks to him, Asta talks to him, and he's like, what, if Asta fails, it's alright, he'll come right back here and you could be kind of a family again. But now at the ending, he kind of gives support to Asta that he could do it as well, that not giving up, like he's been showing really what his power is made of, that he can compete against the other people and against as well. Then after all like the dinner stuff and that, when they all talk about we kind of see like the journey of what Asta and go through, it's kind of really really far away from where they live, so they go on like a little bit of a journey. They go hunting, you know, kind of, you know, sleep to get their rest, and then they race to, you know, get there as fast as they can, even though it's a long ways away. And it's kind of cool, you know, seeing Yuno's like character build up a little bit because of Asta. That, you know, instead of, you know, just kind of, you know, doing your thing and just, you know, like not working as hard as much, he's working more harder, and he really wants to be Asta because that is his rival. And then, you know, of course, we appear at the kingdom. You know, it's on top of this big ass rock. Asta and Yuno are ready to go for this. You know, Asta charges right down right away, saying that if he gets there first, he trains more, that he'll become the Wizard King. And of course, Yuno was really happy about that, and he races down as well. And that's usually really what the episode was. It was kind of like a little bit of a dialogue more, you know, still them building up, going to this. And I know that a lot of people have been really like disliking this anime so much because, you know, of all the characters we've seen, because there's a lot of characters in this anime that we've seen in the opening right there. We're finally going to meet them, of course, next episode right here. And I feel like this is pretty cool because, you know, next episode, I feel like it's going to focus, of course, on the exams, but it reminds me more of kind of the cheating exams that we get from this preview right here. I don't know if it's going to be like a one-on-one fight or something like that, but we definitely, you know, get to see, you know, like the characters, like more of them build up. We get to learn more people in Black Clover, and we get to see, you know, if Yuno has to actually pass the exam. So it's a pretty cool thing there. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed my review of course, Black Clover episode 3. How'd you guys feel about it? I feel like it's like, it was a lot more slow definitely this episode. I feel like I thought they were going to be on their journey already. Like, I feel like halfway it was going to be their journey there, and then the other half of the, like, meeting the characters, but no, it wasn't like that at all. So I feel like with this episode, I would give it maybe a 6.5 out of 10. I definitely feel like there should have been like more action in that, and it's really slow right now, but definitely I feel like coming more into these episodes with the exams, it's definitely going to get more and more exciting. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff, and we'll see you guys next week, of course, in another Black Clover review. Much love, everyone, and hope you all have a good day. Peace out.